Why is Ratnasambhava Buddha described as the wish-granting Buddha? Why is he considered the Buddha closest to our world, always ready to help? What are the four generosities of the jewel Buddha of the earth? What is his great dharani that delivers the four generosities into our lives? We answer these questions and more in this in-depth presentation and end with his dharani, mantras and sadhana to help you connect directly to this generous and auspicious Buddha.
Ratnasambhava Buddha, the glorious and auspicious Buddha of the South, is characterized by his open hand of generosity, the mudra of giving. Jetsun Dragpa Gyaltsen, one of the 5 Sakya patriarchs who lived 1147 to 1216, described the glorious Buddha of generosity this way.
Arising in the southern direction is Ratnasambhava on a horse, lotus and sun throne. With a body yellow in color, the right hand is placed in the mudra of supreme generosity.
The mudra of generosity characterizes his vastly important wisdom. It is generosity and kindness and equality that defines the great Buddha closest to our earthly existence. He is the Buddha who grants wishes. As described by Konchog Ozer from the Sadhana, which we recite at the end of this presentation,
he has a radiant body having the color of blazing gold, one face, 2 hands. The right is in supreme generosity, fulfilling the wishes of beings.
His entire jewel family of enlightened ones help bring prosperity, well-being, abundance, so that we have the resources to help as many beings as possible. The jewel family includes his wisdom consort, co-equal partner Mamaki, who is wisdom of the jewel family.
Their spiritual son is Bodhisattva Ratnapani. His most famous emanation is Yellow Jambhala, the enlightened Buddha of prosperity, who is none other than Ratnasambhava. Equally well known is glorious Yellow Tara Vasudhara, who is both Mother Earth and the activity of prosperity and well-being.
The jewel family's wisdom is equality, and his practice are the 4 generosities.
Ratnasambhava and his family is characterized by the Dahna Paramita, the wisdom of generosity, and especially by his 4 generosities. The generosity of helping sentient beings with material aid. The generosity of giving your karma or activity to create the causes for happiness of sentient beings. The generosity of fearlessness and protection to save and help others. And most importantly, the generosity of giving the Dharma teachings, which are the ultimate remedy to suffering.
Wealth practices of Ratnasambhava and his entourage, including the great Jambalas, are empowered by this wisdom. The karma activity for accumulating wealth is generosity in giving, the activities of the equality family of Ratnasambhava. There is an ancient saying, if you want to be a rich person in your next life, give as much as you can in this life.
Ratnasambhava's practice is both demanding and simple. The practice is called making the 4 types of gifts daily. The other reinforcing practice is called the sublime attitudes, the Brahma Vihara, best known as the 4 immeasurables. These state in different ways the 4 generosities. The 4 immeasurables are loving kindness and benevolence, or metta, compassion or karuna, empathetic joy or mudita, and equanimity or upekkha.
The all-important four generosities is reflected in the great Vajrayana vow called the commitment of the great Supreme Jewel family that we take during empowerments. In this vow, there are 5 verses, one for each of the Dhyani Buddhas. The vow for Ratnasambhava expresses the practice of giving, generosity, and especially merit through offerings to the 3 jewels, the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. It is, in fact, the entire practice of Ratnasambhava. The jewel vow we repeat daily is,
I will always make the 4 types of gifts 6 times each day, the pleasing commitments of the great Supreme Jewel family.
The 4 types of gifts are the 4 generosities of Ratnasambhava.
Each day we are asked to give something material for the benefit of another sentient being, even if it's just feeding a stray cat or the birds outside. This also includes offerings made on our altar to Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, such as water bowls, incense fruit, or other symbolic offerings.
Each day we are also asked to perform generous acts, giving of our time for the benefit of another sentient being, to create the causes for happiness for all beings, even if it's just holding a door open for someone, or saying a kind word of support. Think about how you can help someone today.
Also, each day we are asked to give fearless protection to help another being, even if it is only an insect or a small animal. Think about how you can protect someone, or an insect or animal today.
And finally, each day, we are asked to give the gift of Dharma in some way. There are many ways to accomplish the gift of Dharma: through writing sutras, chanting mantras, practicing your pujas, or just being supportive of the Dharma, or volunteering at a Dharma center, or sharing a Dharma video online. Anything that spreads the Dharma is the final and greatest of the 4 givings.
These 4 are the vow we give to Ratnasambhava during our Vajrayana vow. 6 times a day in the vow refers to making offerings 6 times a day, also called 6-session yoga. To do this 6 times a day, we try to take refuge in the 3 jewels and make an offering. This can be an offering of a silently expressed mantra, or a gift of food to someone who is hungry, or any other gift that expresses generosity and bodhicitta intention.
Reinforcing his benevolent mission, Ratnasambhava appears closest to Shakyamuni Buddha in appearance, reflecting he is of the earth.
Ratnasambhava is golden, and of the earth element. He is the Dhyani wisdom Buddha closest to us, the Buddha ready to leap to our aid with material help, activity, protection, or teachings. He whispers in our ear and thoughts. He is present in our lives. He is always with us. His jeweled paradise, Srimat, his Pure Land, is so close to our world, we just have to open our hearts to see it there.
In our world, the most common poison that afflicts us in samsara is usually pride, which can give rise to the other poisons such as attachment, anger, or jealousy. For pride, we turn to the Ratna family with their teachings on the 4 generosities and on the wisdom of equanimity or equality.
Ratnasambhava's wisdom helps us transform the poison of pride into equanimity, allowing us to see and appreciate the intrinsic value and equality of all beings. With that great Mahayana view, our generosity and kindness grows.
The symbol of the Ratna family is the wish-granting jewel, representing the preciousness of enlightenment and the inherent value within every sentient being. This powerful symbol serves as a reminder of the boundless potential within us and the importance of recognizing this in every interaction with other beings.
Engaging with the practices and sadhanas associated with the jewel family invites us to reflect deeply on our own tendencies towards pride, while transforming the poison into the wisdom of equality. One of the merits of the practice is to bring auspiciousness, bounty, good fortune and resources so that we may help as many beings as possible.
Several key sutras prominently highlight the essence of Ratnasambhava's wisdom of equality. Mindfully reading or reciting these sutras not only expands your understanding, but also deepens your spiritual practice.
The Golden Light Sutra or Suvarnaprabhasa Sutra contains the story of Ratnasambhava Buddha alongside the stories of the 4 guardian kings. The Sutra of Golden Light offers a treasure trove of insights into equality and compassion.
The Shurangama Sutra and Mantra dedicates one entire division to Ratnasambhava's family as the Buddha of the Jewel division in the south.
The Ratna Gotra Vibhaga text focuses on the doctrine of Buddha nature and the oneness of all beings, essential for comprehending the Jewel family's equality wisdom.
When recited and understood mindfully, the wisdom contained in these sutras acts as a powerful antidote to pride. One of his most important practices is recitation of his Dharani, then dedicating it for the merit of all sentient beings. From the sutra text, it explains the benefits.
The person who upholds this Dharani will be able to eternally destroy all the karmic offenses and obtain the Sambhogakaya form of the Tathagata. People who make sincere offerings to Ratnasambhava Buddha do not lose their bodhicitta. By reciting Namo Ratnasambhava Buddha, good roots are also revealed. Gaining peace of mind, clear vision, and exit the loops of rebirth forever.
The Dharani 3 times is
Namo Ratna Rasmi Chandra Pratimandita Vidyam Teja Koshesvara Rajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyatha Ratne Ratne Ratna Kirane Ratna Pratimandite Ratna Sambhave Ratna Prabhe Ratnodgate Svaha. Namo Ratna Rasmi Chandra Pratimandita Vidyam Teja Koshesvara Rajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyatha Ratne Ratne Ratna Kirane Ratna Pratimandite Ratna Sambhave Ratna Prabhe Ratnod Gate Svaha. Namo Ratna Rasmi Chandra Pratimandita Vidyam Teja Koshesvara Rajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyatha Ratne Ratne Ratna Kirane Ratna Pratimanditi Ratna Sambhave Ratna Prabhe Ratnodgate Svaha.
His heart mantra 3 times is Om Ratna Sambhavatram, Om Ratna Sambhavatram, Om Ratna Sambhavatram. Important for his daily practice is visualizing his benevolent, glowing golden form and making offerings of the 4 generosities. The 7 limbs of practice makes it complete. For this short sadhana, this is a frontal generation, visualizing Ratnasambhava in front of you unless you have empowerment.
Namo Ratnasambhava Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya Guruve, Namo Dharmaya Taine, Namo Samgaya Mahate, Tribhyopi Satatam Namaha. Homage to Ratnasambhava Buddha. Homage to the perfect Buddha, the teacher. Homage to the unmistaken Dharma, the protector. Homage to the great Sangha. While visualizing the merit field, I offer the 7 limbs of practice. I go for refuge to Ratnasambhava, the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the highest assembly. I declare every non-virtuous act since beginningless time. I rejoice in all virtues of holy and ordinary beings. I will cultivate the bodhicitta to most effectively benefit all sentient beings. Having generated the intention to take the Buddha's path, I will care for all sentient beings as my guests. I offer flowers, incense, light, fragrances, food, music, and the like, both those actually arranged and those mentally imagined. I offer the 4 types of gifts 6 times each day, the pleasing commitments of the great Supreme Jewel family. Supreme Gathering, please accept them. I will practice the 4 generosities, the generosity of helping sentient beings with material aid, the generosity of giving my activities to create the causes for happiness of sentient beings, the generosity of fearlessness and protection to save and help others, and the generosity of giving the Dharma teachings. I will in this way cultivate the bodhicitta. I wish that all beings may have happiness and its causes. May we never have suffering nor its causes. May we constantly dwell in joy transcending sorrow. May we dwell in equal love for both near and far. Supreme Merit Field, please remain in samsara and turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles to benefit all sentient beings. I now visualize the merit field. Appearances and existence, all phenomena of samsara and nirvana, are empty by nature. Realizing this, within that state of emptiness, I visualize a glowing, illuminated yellow Trom syllable on a shining lotus throne. Yellow golden light emanates from the Trom syllable, going out as an offering to all the enlightened beings. The light purifies the karma of all sentient beings in the universe, blessing them. The Trom syllable transforms into glorious Ratnasambhava, golden yellow in color, seated on a lotus throne supported by great horses. The essence of all qualities is Ratnasambhava, with a radiant body having the color of shining gold, 1 face, 2 hands. The right is in supreme generosity, fulfilling the wishes of beings. Performing meditative stabilization, the left is in the mudra of meditation and holding a wish-granting jewel. Seated in Vajra posture, method and wisdom, and having the 32 marks of excellence, he is well adorned with jewels and beautiful silk garments. 1,000,000 light rays of light goes out and returns, blessing all sentient beings. He has a voice possessing 60 separate tones and a mind continuum of immeasurable, pristine awareness. Holding this visualization, I recite the glorious Dharani. Namo Ratna Rasmi Chandra Pratimandita, Vidyam Teja Koshesvara Rajaya, Tathagataya, Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya, Tadyatha Ratne Ratne, Ratna Kirane, Ratna Pratimandite, Ratna Sambhave, Ratna Prabhe, Ratnodgate Swaha. Namo Ratna Rasmi Chandra Pratimandita, Vidyam Teja Koshesvara, Rajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya, Tadyatha Ratne Ratne, Ratna Kirane, Ratna Pratimandite, Ratna Sambhave, Ratna Prabhe, Ratnodgate Swaha. Namo Ratna Rasmi Chandra Pratimandita Vidyam Teja Koshesvara Rajaya Tathagataya arhate samyak sambuddhaya, tadyatha ratne ratne, ratna kirane, ratna pratimandite, ratna sambhave, ratna prabhe, ratnodgate swaha. I dedicate the merit of this practice and offerings to the cause for enlightenment, for the benefit of all sentient beings.